Is your money truly safe online? I mean, think about it. We trust these digital vaults with our hard-earned cash, our savings, our future. But how much do we really know about the security measures in place? Today, we're diving deep into one name that keeps popping up in the online banking conversation, Roger Bank. Is it the fortress it claims to be, or are we putting our trust in a digital facade? Let's start with the basics. Online banking has exploded. We're talking about convenience, accessibility, and the promise of seamless financial management. But with that convenience comes risk. Cyberattacks, data breaches, and sophisticated scams are constantly evolving, targeting even the most reputable institutions. So, the question isn't just about Roger Bank, but about the entire landscape of online financial security. Roger Bank has positioned itself as a modern, tech-forward alternative to traditional brick-and-mortar banks. They tout their innovative features, user-friendly interface, and, most importantly, their robust security protocols. But what does that actually mean? Let's break down some of the key elements we need to consider. First, let's talk about encryption. This is the bedrock of online security. When you enter your sensitive information, like your login credentials or credit card details, encryption scrambles that data into an unreadable code. Roger Bank, like most online banks, utilizes advanced encryption methods, often employing 256-bit SSL encryption. This is considered industry standard, and it's designed to make it incredibly difficult for hackers to intercept and decipher your data. But is it foolproof? The reality is that no encryption system is entirely impenetrable. Cybercriminals are constantly developing new techniques to bypass these defenses. So, while strong encryption is essential, it's only one piece of the puzzle. Next, we need to consider authentication. How does Roger Bank verify that it's really you accessing your account? Multi-factor authentication, or MFA, is a critical component. This typically involves requiring more than just a password to log in. It could be a code sent to your phone, a biometric scan, or a physical security key. Roger Bank does offer MFA, which is a positive sign. However, the specific methods they use and how robust they are can vary. For example, do they rely solely on SMS-based codes, which are known to be vulnerable to SIM swapping attacks? Or do they offer more secure options like authenticator apps or hardware tokens? The level of security provided by MFA can make a significant difference. Another crucial aspect is data security. How does Roger Bank handle and store your personal information? Do they have strict access controls in place? Are their servers regularly audited for vulnerabilities? Data breaches can have devastating consequences, exposing your financial information to identity theft and fraud. Roger Bank claims to have rigorous data security measures, but transparency is key here. Do they provide detailed information about their data handling practices? Do they have certifications from reputable security organizations? These are questions that potential customers should be asking. Then there's the issue of fraud detection and prevention. Does Roger Bank have sophisticated systems in place to detect suspicious activity on your account? Do they offer real-time alerts for transactions? How quickly do they respond to reported fraud? A proactive approach to fraud prevention is essential. Banks should be constantly monitoring for anomalies and providing customers with the tools they need to protect themselves. Roger Bank, like many others, uses algorithms to detect unusual spending patterns. But how effective are these systems? Do they generate false positives? How easy is it for customers to report and resolve fraudulent activity? Let's also address the regulatory environment. Online banks are subject to various regulations designed to protect consumers. In the United States, for example, they are typically insured by the FDIC, which guarantees your deposits up to a certain amount. Does Roger Bank fall under these protections? Are they transparent about their regulatory compliance? Understanding the regulatory framework is crucial for assessing the security and stability of any financial institution. It provides a level of assurance that your money is protected in the event of a bank failure. Now, let's look at user experience. How easy is it to navigate Roger Bank's platform? Are there clear and concise security guidelines? Is customer support readily available to address security concerns? A user-friendly interface and responsive customer service can significantly impact your overall security experience. Beyond the technical aspects, we need to consider the company's reputation and track record. Has Roger Bank experienced any security breaches in the past? How have they handled those incidents? What do customer reviews say about their security practices? A company's history and reputation can provide valuable insights into its commitment to security. Look for independent reviews and reports from reputable sources. Consider the bank's response to past incidents and how transparent they have been with their customers. Another key factor is the bank's investment in security infrastructure. Staying ahead of cyber threats requires ongoing investment in the latest security technologies and expertise. Does Roger Bank demonstrate a commitment to continuous improvement in its security practices? Do they regularly update their systems and train their employees on the latest security threats? The landscape of cybersecurity is constantly evolving. What's considered secure today might be vulnerable tomorrow. Banks need to be proactive in their approach to security, investing in research and development and staying ahead of the curve. Let's talk about the human element. No matter how sophisticated a bank's security systems are, they can be compromised by human error. Phishing attacks, social engineering, and insider threats can all bypass technical defenses. Does Roger Bank provide adequate training and education to its employees and customers about these risks? Educating users about the dangers of phishing and social engineering is crucial. Banks should provide clear and concise guidelines on how to spot and avoid these scams. They should also have robust internal controls in place to prevent insider threats. Finally, we need to consider the overall risk assessment. Is Roger Bank a higher risk than traditional banks or other online banks? Are there any specific vulnerabilities that make it a target for cybercriminals? Ultimately, the decision of whether to trust an online bank is a personal one. It's important to weigh the risks and benefits and to choose a bank that aligns with your individual security needs. So, is Roger Bank the safest online bank? The answer, like with any financial institution, is complex. They have implemented many of the standard security measures, like encryption and MFA, but the effectiveness of these measures can vary. Transparency, regulatory compliance, and a proven track record are all critical factors to consider. It's important to remember that no bank, online or traditional, is entirely immune to cyber threats. The key is to choose a bank that takes security seriously and provides you with the tools and support you need to protect your money. Do your research, ask questions, and stay informed. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.